What's going on, guys? Carson here from the Trouble Pack. Today I'm going to be bringing you a pretty cool combo using the Heavy Metalfoes Electrum. It hasn't come out yet in the TCG, obviously, but I wanted to make some videos to show how broken it was. Not only, I know a lot of Pendulum Magician decks are running around, but it's pretty awesome with some other cards, and I kind of want to show off Rescue Ferret because this card isn't seeing any play for some reason, and it's really good. Before we begin, I want to apologize. I have a lot of proxies. Even for cards that are out, I'm using a couple proxies. I guess I'm using one proxy for that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll explain some card effects that are relatively less known as we go on. But most of all, it's pretty straightforward. So your starting hand has to have Symphonic Warrior Guitar, Rescue Rabbit, and Rescue Ferret for this effect to go on. And one random card just so you can discard for Guitar's effect. So, like I said, not saying it's a consistent deck, but this is a really cool combo. So, we'll start by activating our high scale Symphonic Warrior Guitar. What he lets you do is he lets you discard a card to special summon one Symphonic Warrior from our deck. So that's what we'll do. We'll discard and summon Symphonic Warrior Mix, whatever his name is, Mike's. And he is pretty much Seraphonite. He lets you gain an extra normal summon after the turn he's been summoned. He doesn't even have to be face up on the field for it to for the effect to happen. It's just after he's been summoned, you get the extra summon. So now we'll go ahead and use our normal summon, our first normal summon, to summon Rescue Rabbit, and use its effect to special summon 2 Gold Drivers from our deck. Now, it's not important that you use Gold Driver, but it is imperative that you use the low scale. So it can be Silvered or Gold Driver, does not matter, but it has to be one of them. So now we'll go ahead and link into our Heavy Metalfoes Electrum. When he's summoned, he lets us add a card, Pendulum Monster from our deck to our extra deck. So just for the sake of the video, we'll add one. It really doesn't matter. Obviously, that's a really good effect, but like I said, it doesn't matter for this combo. Next, we'll use his other effect that lets us pop a face-up card we control to add a monster from our face-up extra deck to our hand. So we'll add Gold Driver, and we'll activate Gold Driver as another skill. So now, this lets us Pendulum summon. We'll pen 3. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to use these two to make an Ib. And now we're going to use Rescue Ferret's effect, which lets us return it to the deck to special summon monsters to our link zone. So we have 1, 2, 3, 3 open zones to special summon monsters at equal level 6. So we'll summon 1 Baby Ceratosaurus, 2 Baby Ceratosaurus, and 1 Gouki Headbat. It's important that you summon the Gouki Headbat here, just because, well, you'll see. You need to summon monsters, and you need it to be there to summon the monsters. Now, we'll go ahead and use our Metalfoes Gold Driver to pop a Baby Ceratosaurus, to set Metalfoes Counter from our deck, and we'll summon off the Baby Ceratosaurus 1 Soul-Eating Oviraptor. Oviraptor will send a Giant Rex from our deck to the grave. And now for his second effect, we're gonna pop the Baby Ceratosaurus to special summon the Giant Rex from the grave. The Baby Ceratosaurus that was popped is gonna let us summon Miscellaneousaurus from our deck. So this is already looking like some insane pluses here. We start off with 4 cards, and we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, in a sense, we're getting there. We're at plus, not necessarily +5. I'm not gonna keep track of it, but we can see our field, and it's a lot more than we started. Now we're gonna use the Heavy Metalfoes Electrum and the Gouki Headbat to make our first Tri-Gate Wizard. The Gouki Headbat, when it's sent to the grave, will let us add a Gouki card from our deck to our hand. We're going to add It doesn't have to be Gouki Suprex, but for just it can be any Gouki monster. So yeah, so we'll add Gouki Suprex. Now we're going to go ahead and link into a link 2 with the Giant Rex and the Miscellaneous Source into this thing. I can't remember its name, but it's an awesome card. It's a link 2. It's a walking compulse, so if it's co-linked, you get to return one monster your opponent controls to their hand. It's only got 1100 attack, but this combo, you're not really going to be like, you're not worrying about it, trust me. At this point, we're going to banish Miscellaneous Saurus, Giant Rex, and both Baby Cerasauruses from our grave to special summon a Megalomasher. Giant Rex is going to special summon itself because it was banished. So, at this point, we can go ahead and make a Lagia. And now, we can use that second normal summon that we haven't used to summon our Gouki Suprex. And we'll go ahead and make a second Ib. And when Suprex hits the grave, he lets us add a Gouki card as well. So we'll add a Gouki rematch. And that completes the combo that we have here. So this is pretty awesome because, I mean, we have a Lagia and a Tri-Gate Wizard that has a negate. These Ibs can't be destroyed by card effect or battle. So we have, and then we have 2 forms of interruption here, as one returns a monster to the hand and one can banish a card. And then we have a Lagia. I know I already said that, but it's just a really strong field. I'm not gonna say it's unbreakable, but it's pretty close to unbreakable. And then let's look at the recovery of our plays. We do have some pretty dope recovery plays. We have a Metalfoes counter. I know it's not the biggest deal, and it's not the biggest thing, but it is a monster, and it is. This card's a really good card in itself, and it's a +1 by nature, so it's really cool, especially when we searched it. So we have a monster on board, presumably a worst case scenario, or like in a scenario, in a theoretical scenario, we have a monster on board, and we have a Metalfoes from our extra deck to our hand. And even more so, we have a Gouki rematch, which lets us special summon 2 Gouki monsters from our graveyard. Then we can, make whatever links we want with them, and guess what? They're both going to get their effects to search. So we're going to be able to add, we're going to have more plays. So it's pretty cool. It's a really strong board, like I said. And it all just came from those 3 cards. So I thought it was fun. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. And if you guys want to see a deck profile, I can probably throw together a deck profile. It's not going to be, it'll be wild, to be honest. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching, and see ya.